So okay, this is a little quiz. What is this? Is this a bee or a fly? Well, the answer is it is in fact a fly. It's a drone fly, which bears a very strong resemblance to the honeybee. If you look at its head, it has a very broad head and compound eyes. Now it might change angle. You can see it better there. Kind of big eyes, which are almost like speakers on a stereo. And bees, on the other hand, have 5 eyes. They have 2 eyes, one on each side of the head, and 3 little eyes in the middle, called the ocelli, which basically means little eyes. And also, look at the way it's moving those forelegs, like rubbing them together like little hands. That's a real fly thing to do. So this one imitates the bee. It has evolved to imitate it. Most of the bees you see, most honeybees, are actually not bees at all. They're hoverflies, and they're drone flies like this one. There are a few different species. Now, is this one a fly or a bee? It's a bee. First of all, very big antennae. Flies don't have those. Also the eyes, you can see the big eyes on each side of the head. That was actually a male mining bee. Now here's another one. Fly or bee? Well, it's a bumblebee. And you'll notice the eyes very dark on either side of the head. But this is a carder bee. Now what's this? Long antennae, so it's clearly not a fly. But is it a bee or a wasp? This is actually a nomada bee. So, fly or bee? Well, can you see the antennae? No, you can't see antennae, so you know this is a fly. Well, fly or bee, this is neither, and you'd know immediately by looking at it that it is in fact a wasp. This is a queen common wasp, very large. Wasps are just coming out of hibernation now. And you'll notice, if you look carefully, her antennae, although we're kind of looking at the rear end. But wasps and bees all have strong, noticeable antennae. And flies have small antennae sticking out of their face, but so small you wouldn't notice the antennae. And that's the main difference. Flies do not have long antennae. You see the wasp is using her antennae very carefully there. So now, is this a fly or is this a bee? Well, if you look closely you'll see no big noticeable antennae and 2 forelegs that are clasped together like hands in prayer. So we know this is a fly. Although it does fly like a bee and it makes a buzzing sound, a humming. But it is yet again another drone fly. Even if you look at the shadow there, you'll see that the antennae are in the shadow, but they're only like a tiny moustache. It's barely noticeable at all. So that's basically how you tell a fly from either bees or wasps. It's harder to tell bees and wasps apart, but actually not that hard at the same time. The nomada bee I showed you was actually a little more difficult than most